Welcome back to Meraki Fashions, the show where we dig into the creative heart of fashion. And I'm your host, Faith Wetera. And today, we're talking about something that I think is seriously underappreciated, but it is so essential, and that is fashion illustration. Now, when people think of fashion, they usually jump straight to the runways, the red carpets, or the final looks on a model. But here's the thing, before any of that ever happens, before a single stitch is sewn, someone sketches the idea. That first drawing, that's the beginning of everything, and that is fashion illustration. And it's not just about drawing clothes, it's about expressing mood, attitude, and even movement. It's storytelling on paper or screen, and it plays a bigger role in the fashion world than most people even realize. So, in today's episode, we are going to break down what fashion illustration really is, take a quick trip through its history, talk about how it's evolved with digital tools, and explore how artists today are using it to bring fashion to life, sometimes even before it hits the sketchpad. Whether you're a designer, an artist, or just someone who loves style and creativity, this one's for you. Let's get into it. So, what exactly is fashion illustration? At its core, fashion illustration is where art meets style. It's not just about drawing a dress or a pair of pants. It's about capturing a feeling. You're expressing a vision, a personality, a moment through visual storytelling. Think of it as a storyboarding for fashion. Before a designer cuts the fabric, they sketch. It helps them think through ideas, explore silhouettes, and really imagine how the clothes will move and feel on a body. It's a tool for pitching concepts, building portfolios, and collaborating with pattern makers or even the stylists. And it's honestly kind of magical. One good sketch can say, fashion illustration actually has a long, fascinating history. It started centuries ago, mainly among the European elites, as a way to record and share what people were wearing. By the 19th century, fashion magazines like La Mode Illustrée and Harper's Bazaar made illustrations way more widespread, and suddenly people could flip through pages and see the latest looks drawn by the hands. Then came the golden age of fashion art in the early 20th century with illustrations like Paul Irebe and George Barbier. They brought in Art Nouveau and Art Deco vibes, giving fashion this glam, dreamy, almost theatrical feel. Their work wasn't just informative, it was stunning. And of course, photography started to take over by the 1950s and illustration took a backseat, but it never disappeared. And in recent years, thanks to social media and digital tools, it's making a comeback. These days, illustrators are mixing the old and the new. Some still love working with ink, watercolor, markers, anything hands-on. Others go fully digital with tools like Procreate, Adobe Illustrator, or even Photoshop. And here's the cool part. Each method offers its own unique vibe. Watercolor might give you soft, dreamy textures, while digital might allow you to experiment with layering, lighting, or even surreal effects. There's no way to do it. And that's what makes fashion illustration so special. You can use various mediums, you can use various styles, and come up with your own unique item. Some artists go for hyperrealism, focusing on how fabric falls, how shadows hit a jacket, or how a dress flows mid-twill. Others love exaggerating big shoulders, tiny waists, long flowing limbs. And then some just use a few bold lines to say it all. That's the beauty of it. It is personal. So how does fashion illustration come together? It usually starts with a sketch of a stylized figure, what artists call a fashion croquis. These figures are often tall and dramatic, with exaggerated poses to show off the clothes. Then comes the outfits, the folds, the drapes, the structures. Artists add textures, shadows, sometimes even motion to make it feel real. And then come color, which can completely transform the energy of a piece. When it's done well, it really feels like the clothes are breathing on the page. What never ceases to amaze me is how much personality comes through in these illustrations. Some artists go bold, big brush strokes, graphic lines, punchy colors that almost shoot off the page. Others are subtle, delicate washes of paint, soft outlines, minimal detail. Some go digital and mix in patterns, backgrounds, or even animations. No two illustrators draw the same way, just like no two designers create the same clothes. And now, thanks to Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, illustrators have this global platform to share their work. There's a whole community out there pushing the boundaries of what fashion illustration can be. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with something a designer once said that stuck with me. Fashion is a feeling, and illustration lets you show the feeling before anyone else can see it. That's what makes illustration so powerful. It's not just about showing what something looks like, it's about capturing what it actually feels like. Thanks for tuning into Meraki Fashions. If you enjoyed this podcast, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who loves fashion or art, or even both. I am your host, Faith Thera, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, keep sketching your ideas. Bye.